Hey, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Claude Diamond with Mr. Damon Hart in Florida, and this is I love doing interviews like this because this is what it's all about, guys. Going to the bank, and Damon has a great real estate story. I don't even know where would you start with this story? You made five figures that in cash. Someone actually gave you five figures in cash, and you said the funniest line to me. I've been telling everyone about it. Claude, my pants were so tight I couldn't fit the money in.
Yeah. And for the record, my pants are not usually that tight. Just this particular day made for a good story. I had
We're not here to judge, Damon. But if that is the worst problem you ever have in your life, honey, I can't fit the money into my pockets because the deal you did, and I'll let you get to it in a second. Yeah, they paid you in cash, which is unusual. It's happened to me a few times, but usually we get a money transfer, a credit card, or a cashier's check. You got five figures in cash, and that's a nice way to start the day, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was a good start.
Tell us about your deal. Everybody wants to hear.
Well, it was real simple. And I say that now, but like simple in the sense that what I did is I took a property that I got for a specific price. So, Claude, you talk about all the time how to get a property under contract
right away.
And that's right away. So that's what I did. I took the property under contract, and what I did then is I went out and found a buyer in that particular area. So I started to market the property. I had a buyer that was ready to go. And what I did there is I created, because they wanted to live in this home, the property needed some repairs. And what I did is I created some terms for those owners. Okay, so instead of going through a lease purchase, they want to stay in there for the long haul. So I created terms, kind of like a bank, created a mortgage for them.
We can be the bank, can't we?
Not only was I the bank, I also went to the bank same day.
Yeah, so the Hart National Bank. That has a really nice sound to it, but you don't spell. You're an H-A-R-T, not H-E-A-R-T.
That's correct. And for those wondering, yeah, I do have a boss that I have to listen to at the Hart National Bank. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, you married guys. But anyway, yeah, basically, so in setting up the mortgage, what I did is I took a down payment and created a mortgage for the property after that. So just like a bank, you make a down payment, create the mortgage, and then after that, what I did is I then took that particular mortgage and sold it to an investor that wants to stay for the long haul. So really, go ahead, Claude.
I'm sorry, I want to summarize this, sir. I understand you, but I think I want to explain this so everybody understands. So you found the property first. Correct. And the property, I believe, was vacated already.
Yes, it was.
It was vacated, and how did you find the owner? How did you find the property? That's what a lot of people want to know.
Oh, well, in this particular case, this one's a unique one. The folks that wanted to buy the house, the buyers, the owners, the people that want to live there.
Okay.
Found that house.
Okay.
So I want to buy that house. So I found the owner.
So you turned the buyers, they were your bird dogs. They contacted you in some fashion from an ad or something like that?
That's correct.
Okay, and they had the property already, or they located it after they met you?
Well, yeah, they knew of the property. They knew the town they wanted to be in. They saw that particular property and said, I like this house.
Why did they have you put the deal together? Why didn't they do that themselves?
Well, Claude, it's simple. They didn't know how to do it.
That's right? Okay. I was setting you. It was a softball question because I think a lot of times we miss the consultatory part of this business. So you had some folks you developed through the power of persuasion. They liked you. They trusted you. They said, Mr. Hart, we found a property. We don't know how to set this up. It's a little above our pay grade. Could you step in and put the deal together? And they said to you that they had five figures to put down on this property if you could figure out how to put it together.
That's correct.
And then you contacted the owner of the property, and what did she do? She signed over some paperwork or something to you?
Yeah, where what we did is we created, took the property as a deed in lieu because the property is in foreclosure.
Okay.
So we took a deed in lieu of foreclosure, put the rest of the documents together. Hired, put together a little attorney to do that stuff because that stuff, that's not my expertise.
That's okay. You brought in your expert. That's smart.
Right. And then they took care of the rest of it. And and that's the end of the deal.
Okay, so you found the property. Lady was behind a few payments. You had to go to the mortgage holder on the property. You negotiated with that mortgage holder who who forgave the back payments if they for a lump sum payment, right? Then you found an investor to pay off the person holding the mortgage, and basically you put the pieces of the puzzle together. And this is what I wanted to get across to folks. So you got cash up front. The tenant or the buyer found the property for you. You went to the owner of the property, negotiated a deal. I got a deed signed over, a deed in lieu of foreclosure. You worked with your attorney on some of the paperwork. Then you went to the mortgage holder. You renegotiated with that person. And then you found another investor to pay them off. And you walked away from the deal.
That is correct.
Whew.
I like the way you say it.
I'm a KISS method guy. I wanted to just put it step by step. Congratulations to you. What's it like coming home with your pockets full of money and you pull it out? Did you go in front of your wife and put it on the coffee table and stuff like that?
I did, Claude. I did. My wife and I, she's my partner, and
yeah.
With that much money and she sees it, it's a good feeling for sure.
She probably got a 20% agent fee, right?
She's very good at negotiating. I think she studied the guts method. She's a little bit more.
There you go. Behind every successful man is usually a smarter, more exhausted wife. Damon, if anyone wants to get hold of you to pick your brain, and you know what I mean by that, what are they? Do you have a web page, a phone number, something people can get hold of you?
Yeah, I would say the best way to get me is just call me direct. This is my cell. My phone number is 813-803-0299. I'll give it to you again, 813-803-0299. And I do pick up my own phone, so you can call me.
Hey, I've heard that line before.
Hey, if it's true, it works. You gotta, in this day and age, no one wants voicemail. You gotta call someone direct.
And a good point, ladies and gentlemen. The people I work with, the people I train, they're not hiding. They're not scared to answer their own phone. They're not. They want to be accountable and do business honestly, ethically. And I hate to use the word win-win, as long as you win first. But the thing about it is, this is the way you do business. People don't have to hide. And the most important thing is, there were no yellow letters or mailers or expensive advertising or virtual assistants in this deal. You did all the running around. You put the deal together. You made what some people consider a healthy year's salary in one deal because you hustled. And I love your DNA, man.
Thanks, Claude. Thank you very much. I'll say for anybody else out there that's thinking about getting into real estate, and you may be watching this video and you're like, well, listen, that works for David. Okay, I'll back up for a second and let you know that, I am not afraid to hustle because I got stuff to do and I want to take care of my family. You feel the same way. Just know that all you need is the right training, right? Like anything else.
You need training.
Ride a bike. Somebody had to show you how to ride a bike before you could. Now you ride a bike, nobody says anything about it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in real estate or anything else you want to be successful at. So get started with somebody that knows what they're talking about, and you'll have the success that I've seen for sure.
Damon, thanks for sharing your deal.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Claude.